Tesla held its quarterly earnings call on Wednesday and we got some interesting information from it. Aside from the numbers and Tesla making a profit in the second quarter against all odds, they confirmed a few things that some of us already knew was going to happen and shared some new interesting facts that I think are worth talking about. But first, let's get plugged in. Hello and welcome to EV Source. My name is Harry and I'm your host for today's dose of EVs and technology. Tesla has surprised everyone yet again with another great quarter that might be one for the history books. I mean, it's probably not a surprise to you if you have been following Tesla closely, but those that keep doubting Tesla were in for a huge surprise. In the middle of a pandemic with factory shutdowns and many other hurdles that came their way, Tesla was able to make a profit during the second quarter while many other companies are showing a loss. Great job, Tesla, and congratulations on another great quarter. Now let's have a look at what I think are the key takeaways from the call. Let's start off with the new Gigafactory that many of you already kind of knew was going to be built in Texas. Well, now it's confirmed. Tesla's next Gigafactory will be built in Austin, Texas. Elon also mentioned that the Cybertruck and the Tesla Semi will be built at the Texas Gigafactory. Model 3 and Model Y will also get built in the same factory for the eastern side of North America. Tulsa also got mentioned during the call, and Elon said that it will remain an option for future expansion of Tesla. Tesla Solar also received some attention during the call. Here's what Elon had to say about it.
I also want to just do a shout out to Tulsa and just say thank you very much to the Tulsa team, the economic development team, and the governor. Really, I was super impressed. The whole Tesla team was super impressed, and we will for sure strongly consider Tulsa for future expansion of Tesla down the road.
Zachary Kirkhorn also dropped an important piece of information.
We will continue to appropriately manage our cash flows through cost optimization and close working capital management. This is key as we remain focused on expanding production, scaling our operations, and preparing for the launch of 3 new factories over the next year and a half.
And yeah, just think about the next 12 to 18 months. We'll have 3 new factories in place.
So Tesla is planning to expand its operations with 3 new factories in the coming year and a half. That's amazing and definitely something to look forward to. However, they did not disclose the locations of these new factories yet, but my guess is there could be another Gigafactory in North America, another one somewhere in Asia, and the third one possibly in Europe or maybe even in Australia. I know some of my viewers have been dying to get Tesla to build a factory in Australia. Maybe now it will finally happen. But like I said, this is just my guess and there are no facts to back this up with, so take it with a grain of salt. Where do you think Tesla will build its new Gigafactories? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Full self-driving has been getting great features and improvements lately, such as the stop signs and traffic lights. Here's what Elon said about which area of the full self-driving they're working on currently that may be updated in a future update, possibly later this year.
And then for full self-driving, we launched traffic lights and stop signs, and we continue to improve that and make it more robust. And we're currently testing full self-driving software for intersections and city streets and narrow streets. So I personally test the latest alpha build of full self-driving software when I drive my car, and it is really, I think, profoundly better than people realize. It's almost getting to the point where I can go from my house to work with no interventions, despite going through construction and widely varying situations. This is why I'm very confident about full self-driving functionality being complete by the end of this year. And right now, by far, FSD is just overwhelmingly the most important thing. You know, I think the upgrading of the fleet to full self-driving, essentially with an over-the-air software update, may go down as the biggest asset value increase in history as a step change. You know, a few million cars suddenly becoming 5 times more valuable or something like that. Now, when things do become full self-driving, so what are people going to do in the car? Well, I guess they're probably going to do productivity and entertainment of some kind. You know, watch movies, play games, but that's in the future. We're already putting some games and stuff on the car just for fun. The car will seem to have just like a giant improvement. I'll probably roll it out later this year.
Once full self-driving becomes a reality, according to Elon, this could be one of the biggest increases in asset value in history, when suddenly via over-the-air update, millions of vehicles become fully autonomous. So what will people do in the car when they don't have to pay attention to driving? As Elon mentioned, there could be some sort of entertainment and games. But I think once people are able to pull their attention away from driving, companies could seek to monetize that attention. It only makes sense because the time you spend driving every day is a time that your attention is not on services or products or even work. So my guess is there definitely will be a variety of options for entertainment, and with that comes advertisements. But these things are still far in the future, so we will just have to wait and see what actually gets unfolded. If you have ideas of what future autonomous vehicles will have for the passengers to keep them occupied, leave your thoughts down in the comments. When it comes to new products from Tesla, there has been lots of talk about a compact vehicle, a Tesla van, and even electric bikes.
But it would be reasonable to assume that we would make a compact vehicle of some kind, and probably a higher capacity passenger vehicle of some kind. These are likely things at some point. But I do think there's a long way to go with the 3 and Y, and with Cybertruck and Semi, and so it's a long way to go with those. I think we'll do the obvious things. It is important to make the car affordable. I think we will not succeed in our mission if we do not make the cars affordable. Like, the thing that bugs me the most about where we are right now is that our cars are not affordable enough. We need to fix that. We need to not go bankrupt. Obviously, that's important because that will fail in our mission. I think we want to be slightly profitable and maximize growth, and make the cars as affordable as possible. That's what we're trying to achieve.
Elon said their vehicles are still not affordable enough, which may suggest a further decrease in the price of their existing products in the future and new vehicles that are more affordable. Though Elon did not disclose any information regarding a possible timeline for these new products, I think it's safe to assume that these new products may be built in the new factories that Kirkhorn mentioned. In order for Tesla to build, for example, the compact car, they would need to increase production capacity and increase the number of batteries they can output. This way, Tesla won't be battery constrained when they expand their production and start building new products. Another key takeaway is that Tesla plans to have cars with a standard EPA range of at least or very close to 300 miles. According to Elon, this will become the new normal, with all vehicles having about 300 miles of minimum range. This is something that was expected given the information we've collected from the new upcoming batteries. But I'm sure we will hear more about this on the upcoming Battery Day, which will be held on September 22nd, not September 15th, since the date got changed again. Elon has talked about the machine that makes the machine, that is being labeled as the Alien Dreadnought. When it comes to production efficiency, there's more that can be improved in the factory than in the products. Here's what Elon had to say about this.
We're putting a massive amount of effort into manufacturing engineering the machine that makes the machine. There's probably 1,000%, maybe 10,000% more engineering required for the factory than for the product itself. Gigafactory in Nevada is, on an Alien Dreadnought version 0.5, something like that. Starting to approach version 1. We're getting way better at making cars, changing the design of the car in order to make it more manufacturable. The fundamental architecture of Model Y will be different in Berlin. It may look the same, but the internals will be quite different and fundamentally more efficient. Vertical integration is extremely important for this.
We want every operation to add value to the vehicle. Value meaning moving the atoms closer to their final state. So we do not want any robot that just moves things.
Yes,
without adding
or a person. In fact, it's like we want to be super respectful of people's labor. If we're asking somebody to do something, are we sure it's useful? Are we asking them to spend their time in a way that is respectful of their time?
So the changes we can expect from the factories and products are more on the factory side than in the products. Tesla is looking to increase manufacturing efficiency by utilizing its robots to their fullest potential, while making some changes to the existing products that can help reduce the time required in any given step in the production line. Does this mean there will be less people working at the factories? Not necessarily. Increasing efficiency would allow Tesla to make more vehicles than they do currently, while making sure those that are employed on the production line have an important and meaningful role in the entire process. This means Tesla could reduce the price of its vehicles even further in the future. Another interesting fact relates to Tesla Energy and the use of Tesla's Autobidder software. Here's what Elon and Drew Baglino, the Vice President of Technology, had to say about this.
Tesla Energy will be roughly the same size as Tesla Automotive. I mean, the energy business collectively is bigger than the automotive business. How big is the energy sector? Bigger than automotive. And in order to achieve a sustainable energy future, we have to have sustainable energy generation, which I think is going to be primarily solar, followed by wind. So there's like three elements of the sustainable energy future: wind and solar, sustainable energy generation, battery storage, and electric transport.
I think the Megapack has represented itself and is an integrated, rapidly deployable, grid-tied storage battery of megawatt hour scale. And then on Autobidder is basically autopilot for grid-tied batteries. It's ensuring that the battery is doing everything it can to manage the grid intermittency of the renewables and just grid intermittency of all kinds. I mean, people turn their lights on and off, power plants turn on and off, factories ramp up and down, and batteries are great to solve those problems.
As Elon said during the call, the energy industry is much bigger than the automotive industry, and Tesla's involvement could one day make Tesla Energy as big, if not bigger, than Tesla's automotive business. The Megapack energy storage units that are rapidly deployable could quickly change the way we use and store energy. I made a video that goes more into this topic, which I recommend you check it out if you haven't already. I think energy storage will become a big thing in the coming years as the world shifts more toward renewable energy. Elon also mentioned the importance of vertical integration and how mining minerals could be an important factor for Tesla. They did not confirm whether Tesla has made any deals with any mining company yet, but it's becoming more likely that they will have their hands in mining in the future. One thing that Elon highlighted during this segment was the importance of mining more nickel, which may soon become a highly valued mineral once electric vehicles reach a certain tipping point in the coming few years.
Any mining companies out there, please mine more nickel. Wherever you are in the world, please mine more nickel. Tesla will give you a giant contract for a long period of time if you mine nickel efficiently and in an environmentally sensitive way.
So if you're an investor, I highly suggest you keep your eyes on nickel mining companies. There might be some great future potential there. These are the points that I felt were the most important things to take away from the earnings call, but if you think I missed any key points, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss videos like this one. That's it for this one, but remember to keep charging ahead, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe and take care.